Kyle and I are saving for a down payment in San Diego. I'm going to take you behind the scenes to tell you exactly how we're doing that, how much we've saved, and what we can actually afford. Hey guys, it's Justine with Debt Free Millennials, the channel to help you crush your debt and live a debt-free life. If you are into debt-free living, which you should be, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're going to be covering how to save for a down payment and how exactly I'm doing that in San Diego. One of the biggest ways that we're able to save consistently is Kyle and I have been debt-free for almost 6 years now. That has helped us tremendously with our savings rate towards down payment and other goals. So when did this all come about and how are we saving for a freaking house? We've been renting all of our lives. Now our rent currently is $2,800. I think it's gonna go up to $2,805. Shocking, I know. It sucks. And we think about buying a house all the time. That's always been a goal of mine, to have my own piece of paradise that I can fix any way that I want. We've always dreamt about having a backyard and a driveway. Kyle wants to have a basketball hoop out there. I want to have a really amazing kitchen. All of these things. And so we decided that we needed to realistically start saving for a down payment. The first thing that we did to save for a down payment is that we build our savings directly into our budget. So inside of my budget spreadsheet, which you can download for free as part of the budget toolkit, I will link to that below, I build in a down payment savings line item in our budget, and then every month we decide what that amount is going to be taken out of our take-home income and then moved into a savings account. Step number 2 is that any money left over in our budget, if we have income left over that hasn't been allocated because we do zero-based budgeting, then we get to decide whether or not that extra money gets to go to a down payment goal. So for example, if we have $10,000 in income and we had $8,000 of expenses and savings, we still had $2,000 left over. That leftover cash can be allocated towards the down payment, which we've often done. Step number 3, and probably the step that you're most interested in, how and where we're putting this cash. So we actually split it into 3 different financial vehicles. The first one being a high yield savings account. Now a high yield savings account means it's earning interest, typically more than 1%. There are a ton of online banks out there that offer high yield savings accounts with 0 fees. That's something that you'll want to look into. Make sure there are 0 fees. I personally use Ally. Currently at the time of this filming, they are paying out 1.6% interest. So any money that I put into that savings account, and yes, I do have a separate savings account specifically for the down payment. No other savings is combined on top of that. I kept it separate for a reason, so I could see exactly how much I'm earning towards the down payment. So a portion of my down payment goes into that health savings account. A portion of the down payment goes into the high yield savings account with Ally. The second way that we are allocating a portion of our down payment savings is into a certificate of deposit with our primary bank. So that CD is currently a 12-month term, and it pays out at 3.44% interest. The big caveat here is that it can only have a maximum of $3,000 in that CD. The third way that we split our down payment savings is into a brokerage account with Vanguard. Now, a brokerage account is a non-retirement account, meaning I can withdraw the funds at any time, and that money is invested into index funds. Now, I have it invested into 3 different funds. I have the Total Bond Market Index Fund, the Vanguard 500 Index Fund, and the Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund. The current rate of return on my brokerage account is 5.9%. Now in that brokerage account, 70% of the down payment amount is going towards the bond index funds, which is a more conservative investment, and 30% is going into those stock index funds, which is more aggressive. Now you might be wondering, how long have we been actually saving for a down payment? Well, we've always had savings set aside in our primary bank account, but it wasn't really until about 2017. Yeah, June of 2017 was when that brokerage account was open with Vanguard specifically for the down payment. And then with Ally, we had opened that in November of 2018 and then created a separate bank account for Casa de Nelson. So I started the Vanguard account with $3,000. That's the minimum that you would need to open a brokerage account with them using the index funds that I opened with. And then Ally, I had actually opened that account with $15,000. And if you're thinking, wow, $15,000 you just had laying around? Well, like I said, we had been putting aside money every single month in savings, just extra that we had left over because we are living below our means, that I was able to pull that $15K from our primary savings account and transfer it into a down payment savings account with Ally. Also, one thing to note why I did that is our primary savings account used to be a money market account. That money market account was only earning 0.7%. That's nothing. I was able to nearly double the amount of interest. Well, I more than doubled it. Doubled the amount of interest that I was earning simply by moving it over to a high yield savings account. I highly recommend that you guys check out, do your research, check out high yield savings accounts. It's one of the easiest ways that you can earn interest. Okay, now I'm going to tell you exactly how much money is allocated in each of these financial vehicles. So in the high yield savings account with Ally, currently earning 1.6 in interest, we have $38,909 in that account. The certificate deposit is earning 3.4% interest, and we have $3,000 in the CD. The Vanguard brokerage account has a rate of return of 5.9%, and the amount in there is $43,939. That brings us to a grand total of $85,848. Now, if you remember from my 2020 financial goals video, I said that that was the amount that we wanted to hit, and we just made that happen. So we determined the amount that we needed for our down payment by looking at the housing market in San Diego. For a median house price in San Diego, according to the San Diego Union Tribune, is currently at $594,000, which means in order to save at least 10% is $60,000. Also, the housing prices in this area continue to go up year over year. So the thing that we want continues to get more expensive. Okay, I want to show you what kind of house I really want in San Diego, and then what we can afford with that $85,000 down payment. Okay, let me show you the house that I actually want. So this little cutie patootie has got great curb appeal. It's only $965,000, 4-bed, 3-bath, just under 1,800 square feet. I like this one because it looks like they built up from it. So you can see from the front it looked way different, but in the back it's got some height to it. And this backyard looks awesome. Look at all of that space. It'd be good for a dog. It looks like there's maybe an orange tree back there. Great for entertaining. Plus, I mean, it's San Diego. You're going to be outside all of the time. And it's in a prime location. This is a great neighborhood, great location. I really like it. It's just under $1 million. And it even says it's a price cut of $35,000. Let's just see what the monthly cost is. Okay, $4,492 is the monthly mortgage payment. Now that's assuming you had $193,000 for a down payment. Let's put how much we actually have, which is $5,500 for this house each month. That is insane. So instead, what we have to do is we have to move out into East County. We're moving out east, and this is what those houses look like. It's not bad. It's way cheaper though, $515,000 for a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,300 square feet. And it looks like we're missing a refrigerator, so we'd have to buy that. But let's see, let's take a look here. What does the backyard look like? We said we wanted a backyard. Okay, nice large patio with a pergola. Looks like there is some grass. Not entirely sure what this fire pit is, but it looks okay. It looks decent. Plenty of area for a dog. All right, let's see what the monthly cost is. Okay, this is way more affordable. This is actually cheaper than our current rent in our apartment. And this is assuming you had a down payment of $103,000, which I think we could get that amount by the time we're ready to buy. Get this though, this place would take Kyle an hour to get to his work one way. So that's an hour there and an hour back. And if you know my husband, you know that this is a big no-no. This would just ruin all of the happiness and suck all of his joy from his life. So I really do not see us moving an hour away from his work just to get this little slice of, I kind of like it, I kind of don't. Now for our Dallas friends. We have a lot of friends in Dallas, so if you guys are watching, this part is for you. I wanted to see exactly how much house we could afford if we did move to the DFW area, and this is what I found. So this is in Lewisville, Texas. This is just outside of DFW. Cute little brick home for just under $260,000, roughly the same amount of house as the first one. Yeah. 1,600 square feet, 3-bed, 2-bath. It looks adorable from the outside. This house on the inside though isn't super updated, but it looks like it's all cosmetic. So all you'd have to do is just fix up some of the cabinets and the countertops, which you could do so over time. The master bedroom looks extremely large. And look at the bathroom. There's even a little vanity for me to do my makeup, 2 sinks. That's awesome. What does the backyard look like? Because we're all about backyards, guys. There's even a little courtyard or a little patio area for you to sit. Plenty of yard space to have people over, even to have a dog. I do like how high the fence line is too. Extra privacy. Okay, tell me how much. $1,327. This is significantly less than our rent that we're currently paying now. And this is crazy. This assumes a 20% down payment of just under $52,000. So let's put what we actually have, which is $85,000. This is nuts. $1,200 for an estimated monthly mortgage cost for the same amount of house in Texas. The only thing is I don't know what the heck Kyle is going to do for work, but it doesn't matter. When you have a $1,200 monthly mortgage payment, I mean, that is just crazy. So we don't know if we're going to be in San Diego. We don't know if we're going to move out of San Diego. Regardless, we're going to continue to rent. If that's you and you're like, oh my God, I hate renting, just remember that you are getting all of your maintenance taken care of. You don't have to worry about any of the repairs. And we actually really love our building, and we love all of the amenities that goes along with it. Plus, big factor is our building is close enough for Kyle to commute in less than 30 minutes to work. So that makes a big difference. So that is how we are currently saving for a down payment. I highly suggest that you follow some of our tips in terms of opening up a separate savings account, looking into other financial vehicles that can help you boost that number along the way. Now, we are taking this year by year now and just trying to save for as much as we can. We have another year on our lease, and then who knows? We may be buying a house. That's the plan.